So I thought I was making a video earlier, but it turns out I was just talking to myself. Okay, here we go again. Hey guys, it's Maria. I'm greeting you from Singapore, where I have finally arrived and finally am coherent enough to start my video blog. This is slightly inspired by me watching The Martian on the flight and watching whatever Matt Damon's character is. Have his video logs, and so this is my video log. And I'll try and keep it short and sweet, and not go on tangents too much. First things first, what you want to know is, where am I exactly? So I live in this place. It's called Prince George Park Residences. It's actually around midnight, so I'm going to quiet down a little bit. As you can see here, I've got my dresser. Here, I've got my bed. Here's my desk. I found this fridge in the kitchen that was left, and so I kind of took it, and I'll see if it works. And of course, a fan. I actually live in like the corner room, so you can see out the window. It's really near the road. I'm actually really worried that if I am changing, people will see me, but hopefully I'll avoid it. And this is very similar to First Year Res, where I basically have nothing in my room, and I have a shared kitchen on this floor, I have a shared bathroom, and it's a single-gendered women's floor. I'm actually pretty far from where a lot of my friends live, but hopefully I'll make a ton of new friends here, and otherwise I'll see if I can move. Stay tuned. So, second thing you might want to know is, how was my trip? I think that's probably my flights over here was probably one of the worst traveling. The gist of the story here is that I had a 50-minute layover in Hong Kong scheduled for my original trip, which would have gotten me to Singapore at midnight, and then I would just be able to sleep and rest and then have a head start on my first day in Singapore. That did not happen. Our flight was delayed, and the connecting flight was also delayed, but I didn't make my connection somehow. I don't know. But their remedy was for me to get on a 9 a.m. flight the next day, which means that I would have been late for my orientation, and I wouldn't have gotten to get everything set up until super late into the day on my first day in Singapore. They would have given me accommodations and things like that, but I was pretty persistent, so I was able to converse with the booking agent in Chinese and say, hey, I really want to be on a flight and to be in Singapore by the morning. And through some magic or trickery, even though they said that the flight in the evening was very full and completely booked, I was able to get on it. But this meant that I had a 5-hour layover in Hong Kong, which was unplanned for. But it was good because I was traveling with my friend David, who's also from UBC, and so he was able to watch over me while I tried to sleep. Fun fact, I'm also fighting a cold, and so I've had pretty bad congestion, stuffy nose. I think that's the same thing. Coughing, sneezing, and not feeling totally great. And I didn't sleep on my flight from Vancouver to Hong Kong, which is about 12 hours. And so I was able to close my eyes and kind of try and sleep in the airport, but that didn't really happen. Fun fact, I only sleep if I have a window spot, so I can lay my head on the side and know that I'm not gonna jerk myself awake at some point. Anyways, back on track. So I make this super late flight. It's at 2 a.m. So I get to Singapore at 7 a.m. and I also didn't sleep on this about 4-hour flight. And so at this point, by the time I've arrived in Singapore, I've traveled for a full day on almost no sleep. And it's really hard to keep track of how I'm doing versus how exhausted I am versus how jet-lagged I am because of the time difference. And so the premise is basically that Maria is irritable, she's probably not completely coherent, and just go with it, and hopefully she'll get some sleep soon. My goal the entire first day of being in Singapore is that I need a nap really, really badly. and didn't actually get to sleep until about 6 p.m. of my first day in Singapore. I'm really, really thankful that I have family in Singapore who picked me up on my first day, helped me get fed, number one, helped me and David move into residence, and then they've actually been super helpful in getting me set up in my room as well. So they've helped me get a lot of the items that I've missed, things like coat hangers to things that I really want, like a little rice cooker. So stay tuned for rice cooking recipes. Rice cooker recipes. So that's been my trip. I was able to watch half of the videos that my friends made me because I didn't want to spoil all of it on my first flight because I wanted to save some of it for my second one. But it turns out on the second one I was just super tired, and so I didn't take out my laptop at all. And I finally watched all of the videos that my friends made me, and I'm very, very, very thankful to have such great friends. And I'm sure that as my stay in Singapore goes on, and the more that I miss Vancouver, the more the videos will come in handy when helping deal with homesickness, as opposed to just only being able to Skype based on the time differences. Not that that matters, because some people are students and they don't sleep. Okay, well, that's been the gist of my first video. It's about 8 minutes long already. I'm sorry if you watch all of this, but if you miss me, you can hear me talk for a while. I'm still super tired. I don't know if I'm exhausted from not sleeping at all, or if that's actually just jet lag, or what jet lag is, but all I know is I need more sleep. And I'm looking forward to actually meeting more of the new exchange people and being able to build meaningful relationships when I have more sleep. That's my number one thing. Need more sleep. Out. Okay, see you.